Welcome to Indy OnlyFans. What you petting down there, Barry?
Little tail on my microphone.
A little tail.
All of a
Little
sudden.
tail on your microphone. We're coming in hot off of a big Game 7 Pacers victory Sunday
In the garden.
in the Garden.
I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
What's the best ability?
Availability.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll
Best
Before we get
Dungeon
into all
quote.
that, let's
Yeah.
just get that out there.
Best dungeon quote ever.
every single show I saw today, everything I heard on the radio, everything I saw on TV, all started something like
And ended the same.
just talking about and blaming the injuries, and then, well, what can the Knicks do from here? And no, just such disrespect.
If
to
it
the
was the
Pacers.
tables turned and our top three guys were injured, Halliburton, Siakam, and just say Neesmith, would
Nobody
they
talk about
spend
it.
45 minutes talking about that or about how great the Knicks
How
victory
great
was?
the Knicks were.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was just making sure.
100%.
So last pod we did, we were coming into Game 6, right?
Correct.
Which was a home game. At that point, we were down 3-2. So everything was a must-win from there forward. Barry and I went to Game 6. I went with Max. Barry took his two boys. We sat separate. But it was what'd you think about the environment?
It was
Game 6.
low key.
It's weird, wasn't it?
We just never really, we just sort of dominated them from the beginning. But there was never any huge, massive run. There was no signature moment. We were just sort of in control. And all right,
Well, first quarter was
a
within
nice
one,
run.
right? We were down for a while. I think we were down like 7 or 8 at one point, and I was thinking, great, here we go. No, am I remembering that correctly?
I don't remember us being down that much, but it's possible.
I mean, it's early. We might have been 7-2 or something like that. But it was,
The only reason I remember is because the Knicks fans who were sitting around us were all hyped up and talking shit, and
here we go.
Yeah,
Here
I
we
mean,
go.
we
Get your
didn't take
bagels
over.
ready.
yeah,
we didn't take over till halfway through the first quarter. I
right.
mean, it was close until then. They probably had a 4 or 5 point lead at one point, but
yeah.
then we just made a run and it was over.
How did your boys like Game 6?
They enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a win.
W.
Yeah.
I mean, it was hyped and live in there, but I think it just was never stressful. It was just felt like it was in control.
But even game 4, which was a week ago Sunday, maybe.
The one we blew them out by 30.
Yeah, that was even. I mean, I don't know.
It was game 3 was the one, wasn't it? That was most like the old Knicks Pacers stressful.
It was
Everybody screaming at each other in the crowd.
super hype in there.
Yeah, because the crowd that night was wild. Like I was even in a different frame of mind, and I mean it was
I was ready to freaking kill somebody with a trident.
right. Yeah, exactly.
We did join a Knicks mosh pit, so
Yes.
We did outside the stadium. Seemed
on the way out of the Friday game, we saw what the boys are calling a known TikToker
yeah.
that stands outside in the opposing team's gear with sunglasses on and just waits for some crazy
Trash talk.
belligerent
Confrontation.
belligerent person to. And just
Well, you got
stand-
sunglasses on when it's dark out.
I did say that, but
You did?
I'm like, am I gonna be on, Henry?
Did
It's
I
like,
just?
No, you have to get violent with him.
You're like,
you have to
Did I just
get belligerent.
Did I just TikTok?
Am I going to be freaking trending?
Am I gonna be viral?
Guys, did I just?
We
trend?
should have went back.
Hashtag Barry.
We should have went back and
I
gotten
know.
belligerent with
We
them.
should have.
There's viral. You just need to go viral. There's no bad viral,
It's
dude.
a missed opportunity. So that was Game 6, and then Game 7. Man, I hardly. I was so just like anxious and nervous about it, but with the injuries and everything, I kind of felt like we had a good chance to win it. Right, going into it.
Felt like a matter of time. It was only a matter of time before we were better than that team.
Yeah.
In the games 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I mean, at least the first half of games 1 and 2, and then they just mentally midgeted out and lost. But we were as good as them from the jump, so
Yeah.
just had to learn. We've gotten all the playoff learning experience, the losing without actually losing the series. So
Yeah, I think the same thing. I think so a big phrase they've been using for the Timberwolves because all the coverage seemed to be about the Knicks and the Timberwolves. Like if I'm a Dallas fan, I'm kind of freaking annoyed too because nobody seems to be talking about Dallas, who I think could easily beat the Timberwolves. But
the Wolves also came back from a 20-point
and beat the champs.
You should be talking about the team that won the series. And
agree.
They are in that case.
Agree. But they keep using phrases with the Wolves like they're growing up before our eyes, blah, blah, blah. But the Pacers only won because the Knicks were injured, which I think is bullshit. Because I think the Pacers are also, aren't they the youngest team in the playoffs by not a small margin either? So to not think that they're not growing, like, because they did crap out in the first two games and they learned to win a hard game in game 3. And then after that, winning of the big game in game 3, they started to grinding them out.
Yeah, and the last 4 games were all just
they were
blowouts.
ass kickings. Like the one blowout we had, but because we didn't come out right, and then Carlisle freaking lit them up, and they responded like, "Come on!" And now we have no chance against Boston. Just like, did you see the thing I sent you that every single national media person picked New York to win the series?
Oh,
it's going to be it's 100% the same.
Nobody has the balls to like.
Yeah, like I said, the only person I heard all day. There's a couple people. I listened to NBA radio a little bit today too. I was trying to listen to anything NBA I could, TV, radio.
Me too.
Sitting in the pickup line at school, listening to Rick Kamala and Antonio Daniels, the afternoon guys on NBA radio. Kamala was like, I've been on the Pacers all year. Their offense is incredible.
Right.
He's like, they are incredible. He's like, you cannot sleep. You can't fall asleep. He's like, if Boston thinks they're just going to mow through this team, that is not going to happen.
No. Boston does not believe that.
No. Boston, we're 3-2 against Boston this year. Or 2-3. And one of those we pretty much handed to them when we benched Halliburton for the fourth quarter.
And Siakam was in only one of those 5 games.
Right.
Yeah. Did we play him 5 times?
Yeah.
Yes.
Only 4.
No, we paid him 5 because
of the
in-season tournament where we beat him at home when we were down and came back and beat him. And the fact that they've lost to the Cavs and the Heat with absolutely nobody on their team, like, they're beatable.
Yeah.
Especially with no Porzingas. I think they're super beatable.
I mean, can't you say the same thing that, I mean, not the Boston, but they've gotten the same benefit of having injuries on the other team.
Yeah, that's the other thing is.
Like, not that they would have lost, but you can't also tell me that, well, the Pacers would have lost if, no, they might have lost.
Not necessarily,
You can't tell me that,
Yeah,
Stephen A., please.
They keep saying
Guaranteed piece of shit.
For Boston, they're like, oh, they're just walking through everything. They're just walking through everything. And then they'll be, but you can only play the teams that are in front of you. But the Pacers, they say the same thing. They've only played injured teams. Well, so is Boston.
Right.
Like, it's the same thing.
Only
did New York.
You can only play who the other team puts
So
out.
did
Right.
the Knicks in the first round.
Exactly. Like
With Embiid on one
the
leg.
2 healthy teams made it to the conference finals. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's the best ability?
Availability. And you don't make the club in the tub. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
A little coaching tips for you, boys.
Yeah, bud.
You're welcome. That one's free. Yes. So finish up Game 6. Game 6, I'm just trying to remember. Game 6 was the game where Hart got hurt. The abdominal.
Abdominal. Can you say
The abominable snowman.
Can you say
Abdominal.
Abominable.
That's tough.
Strain.
It's tough. He only had 5 points in that game. He played 31 minutes, but I remember he got hurt.
I mean, how many did Brunson play? I mean, he played too many.
38.
Well, how are you playing 38 minutes and you got beat by 30 points? I mean, come on, Thibodeau.
No, we beat him
Oh,
by...
it's not Tim's fault. No, not this time. Well,
we beat him by 13 in Game 6, but it felt like more.
It was.
over.
We were up by 25, and they were still playing his
Yeah.
starters.
Alec Berg had 11 in that game.
I mean, yesterday, God, what's the dude's name with the pink shoes? If he doesn't have 28 points, like
Alec
that's
Berg.
a 50-point blowout.
Yeah. Yeah, they just got to where the lineups they were able to put on the floor, because when they would put Hartenstein and Precious Achua on the floor, they had no spacing, and we just destroyed them.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they put this little lineup in, and it just we just had them over a barrel, because that brings me to a point I wanted to make is I think Carlisle just coached the hell out of that series.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
Yeah. Any favorite Carlisle moves that stick out in your heads, either one of you?
The full court press from the jump almost. I mean, I think I remember texting that in game 1.
He started
showing
that
out in New York. He's full court pressing right now.
Yeah, he started that against Milwaukee, and I think I would not be surprised to see it against Boston either.
Yeah, why not? I mean, why not? Boston is what kind of sucks is I don't think speeding the game up will bother them as much as it did the Knicks and or Milwaukee. This is a much worse matchup for us than the other two series were.
They can
I think.
score.
Oh yeah.
I think I read today they led the league in 3-point scoring, and we lead the league in points in the paint. So
the over-unders in these games could be 240, 250.
220.
Is that what it is?
220.
That's low.
220 or 221.
And maybe
when I look today,
yeah, I guess maybe it will be a more defensive battle. I don't know.
I think we've got to get at least if Porzingas is going to come back in game 3 or 4, we've got to get one with him out.
Yeah,
we got to steal one of the first 2 in Boston.
Yeah, let's talk about Game 7 a little more before we get to that. So Game 7, MSG. Did you watch the pregame with the Stephen A.
Yes.
And Spike Lee?
So stupid.
And what bugs me about that? Fine, I don't care that he's a fan, but it's that's ESPN's broadcast, and he's their number one guy. It just seemed like it was very unprofessional and just cheesy and stupid and annoying. And especially since they lost, he looks like a total ass clown, in my opinion, as does Spike Lee. So there you have it.
That's why I'm glad they did it. It makes me laugh, man, and gives us something to talk about. But it's definitely a clown show.
Yeah.
Total clown show.
Stephen A. What was he Was he in a working capacity, or was he there as a fan? Where was he sitting? I didn't even notice. Did you?
No.
Yeah. What other? Let's talk about sad celebrities since we're on the subject. What were the saddest celebrities that we?
Spike was the saddest for sure. I mean, he had his head in his hands, just looking so dejected.
I think I said a couple pods back that one of the things I hated about watching the broadcast was the fact that they just went to the crowd so much when it's an MSG to show the crowd reaction because, it's like this novelty thing, right? And which I hated, but I guess what I realized is when we shoot 76% from the field in the first half and they go to the crowd, it's really enjoyable.
Right. Yeah, you got to take the good with the bad. The good being seeing Knicks fans getting their hearts ripped out. God, it felt so good.
It did.
I don't like it makes me feel that good, but it does.
Back to Game 6, just hearing the Knicks fans talk to each other and seeing them sitting in their seats with their arms crossed was a small, great joy in life this week. So I took a picture of Max and I, like a selfie with 3 Knicks fans behind us.
Yeah, I got it. Loved it. The one guy clearly knew what you were doing.
Oh, yeah.
He was trying not to smile with his rage smile.
He knew it was a baller move. He had to, the kid had on like a
jester hat.
Oh, you're talking about the other guy.
No, I'm talking about the other guy
with the girl had his arms crossed,
yeah,
deliberately not looking at us.
The guy with the jester hat was pissed, so pissed you could just tell he's on his phone.
He was the one that came out super hot right out of the gate, and I didn't say one thing to one person except for one time he dropped They passed it to Halliburton, and he goes, "Shoot it, you pussy!" He yelled it real loud, and I was like, I turned around, I go, "No, no,
drawing the line."
Right,
that is where the line is drawn,
and which was fine because I'd do this thing, and then not 5 minutes later, it was beautiful because in our section there were these 2 younger, probably in their early 20 guys who were just they were Pacers fans, and they were just enforcing. Like they were sitting next to this guy, but so he starts calling every other Nick in the book a pussy. And I'm like, okay, man, I'm not gonna die.
Made myself.
Not gonna die on that hill. Not gonna be pacer on pacer violence here.
It's what needed to happen.
It was.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, you got the yin with the yang.
Oh,
here,
and the 2 Pacers fans,
Grandpa's drawing the line, and
they never stopped. They were relentless. The whole.
I'm with them.
It was so great, man.
I would have been them.
It was so great. Like they just didn't stop and wouldn't shut up. And McConnell is just.
He's a pit bull, dude.
I mean, to be have him on our team and to like have that guy be sitting next to someone from the other team, he's just such a great joy because he's just so frustrating. He does T.J. McConnell things, Barry.
He does.
I love TJ. Shout out to TJ.
Mm-hmm. So
I
let's
heard he was coming on the pod.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Or is that CPL?
We're working on it. Yeah, it's
CPL, then McConnell.
either CPL or T.J. McConnell.
One of the two.
We don't know yet.
Right.
Yeah. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
CPL.
Next episode. Surprise guest. McConnell or CPL?
Italian beef.
Italian beef.
Rush on Maine.
Rush on Maine. I like mine dipped.
Fully dipped.
I like just a partial, like a
Just slightly moist.
yeah, slightly moist, and then I like to have a little side au jus to
Really wetting it up.
to moisten it more if I like. I like to control the moisture.
Moisture control.
Yes. That reminds me of a rap song. I won't say it because it's that same word we were just talking about. Something about control.
Pussy control?
Yes.
That's not a
That's
rap
a
song.
Prince R&B song.
Oh, Nimhard. Segue into Nimhard and heroes of Game 7. Who would you say, let's go hero list, top to bottom, Game
How
7?
can you say that there's one hero? They were
That's
all
what I mean.
equally awesome.
We've got to sort it out.
Neesmith was perfect.
Okay.
Perfect game, so it's Neesmith.
Neesmith.
8 for 8, chasing Brunson around that whole
Let me pull
game.
this box score up. It's such a sexy little box score.
Our worst from the field in the starting lineup, at least. I mean, Obi was the only one under 50%, 1 for 4.
Yes,
Our
correct.
worst after that was Siakam at 53%.
Who would you think had the biggest plus minus of the game at plus 21?
TJ.
Correct. Actually, two people. Our 2 point guards, TJ and Tyrese, plus 21. Getting it done, boys. Well done. Did Tyrese play some defense, guys?
Played enough.
Mm-hmm.
Played enough.
I'm not ready to.
I'm not there yet.
ready.
I'm just not there yet.
Yeah, well, I'm not ready to proclaim that.
He did.
That's the key to this
I will
series.
proclaim it. He did.
That is the key to the Celtics series.
He's getting better. He's not nearly as bad as he was. He looks healthy. Like to me, that's the difference.
Mm-hmm. He does look a little more like just
A little spring in that
bouncy,
step.
spry.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the freaking
He still
the
looks
skip.
prime
the
for
skip with the arms when he
Holiday
starts
and White to go
friggin'
right by him.
hammering in threes. His shooting yesterday was just great. In the first quarter, dude, I'm like, that. Why can't we just be that aggressive in every game? Like, let's just come out and just be that aggressive.
He went 6 for 12 from 3. That's nice. Like when his threes falling, man. God, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Hold on here. I wanted to see what the score was at the end of the first quarter. See, we were up 39-27. For some reason, that must have been Game 6 or something.
We won every quarter yesterday.
Okay. Yeah. God, I guess we kind of just dominated that game from start to finish, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. They made a little bit of a run and to start the second
They
half.
got within 6
Yeah.
at one point, and they
Yeah.
were within 7 and had the ball at one point, trying to get it to 4 or 5, but they...
Yeah, it was 23-20 at 4:17 in the first quarter, so it was still close. And then Tyrese hits a 3, 26-20, and I remember that. And Tyrese went on a little tear.
Mm-hmm.
He 3-pointer. Hold on here. God.
He had like 3 in 4 possessions.
3-pointer
and
at
4.
3:58 in the first. 3:09 in the first. He makes a 2-point jump shot. 2:45 he hits a 3-pointer. 2:13 3-pointer. And then TJ hits a 3-pointer at the 1-minute mark. So he closed the first quarter out properly.
Mm-hmm.
That's when those guys were talking shit to him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. So good. Are we just like a tournament team? Like, what's up?
It would appear that way.
Right? I mean, I feel like you want to get into start going Boston, or do we need to spend more time on this Game 7? I could just waller in the
Just roll around in the joy
in the
and
juice of Game
the-
7
the
for
dirty mud of Game 7.
it's like taking
My
a little
favorite
Game
was-
7 mud bath.
My favorite Knick fan on the broadcast was at the end, that one guy that was putting up the heart sign.
Yes.
It's like, dude,
Who was that guy?
just some freaking Gino, dude. I mean, you're a 35-year-old man, dude. Drop the heart sign, dude. It was horrible. It's like, you're such a clown, bro. I'm not ever going to sit there. Moral victory's my ass.
He was
dude.
the
Pacers lose Game 7 at home, I'm walking out of there pissed off as a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
That we got to be better. We got to step up. I'm not giving them some heart signs. Oh, I love you.
You guys did such a good job.
I'm so proud of you. Everybody, all the Knicks. Oh, we're so proud of them. Fuck proud, dude.
They went from this fierce MSG crowd to like this.
What a great ride. This was so much fun.
Yeah,
Can we have a pep rally, please?
They were like the 90s Knicks fans to the 2023 Knicks fans. They're really like woke and amazing.
We're just so proud of you guys.
Yeah, Stephen A. on today was talking about how proud he was, and Shannon Sharp lit into him. Oh my God, he was like, "That what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing now?
Oh my God!
Don't these guys get paid to play? Like we're proud of them?"
Right.
He was so pissed and just like he was laughing so hard he had to get a tissue and wipe his eyes.
He was busting his ass hard today.
We're proud.
And that one guy next to him, his friend in the picture, the heart guy,
Yeah.
just had like a really just content, like
We really
so fills me up look on his
They
face.
tried their best.
Even though we lost, I really
Do we
gained
get
a
like
lot of.
a participation trophy? We should like pool some money together and
We should put a banner
ship
up.
a participation trophy to the Knicks headquarters.
Something I was listening to something today. I think it was on the Rob Lowe or the Zach Lowe podcast. Somebody said something too. So he said, "Oh no, it was on Dan Lebitard." Somebody goes, "Hey, I'm going to send you a banner that just says we would have won the championship if all of these guys weren't hurt." Since all you can do is make excuses.
Yeah, I would love remember that commercial? The dad and the guy gets in, and the kid gets in, and he's got the trophy after they won the championship, and it says something stupid on it. And he freaking takes a marker and writes "champ" on it. That's one of my favorite commercials ever.
Yeah.
I want to send that trophy to the Knicks.
So, what the hell is John Starks doing? Just walking on the court whenever he wants.
It's real annoying.
Did you notice it?
Yes, all the time, all the time. Can we get Reggie on the?
Their
baseline?
murderers row of ex players that they try to come rolling in there is so weak.
It is weak.
Like-
What did you guys win?
They didn't win anything. Nothing. The only one that won anything was the old Knicks.
Yeah.
Those guys won
Clyde
some shit.
Frazier.
But all these young guys like Mason and Starks
Young
and
guys.
Charles Oakley.
Spreewell and
Young guys
Oakley.
like Mason and Starks.
compared to Frazier and whoever Willis Reed or whatever the hell. Who's the guy that played hurt? Willis Reed.
I'm
Is
pretty
he
sure
alive?
Willis Reed. I don't know.
R.I.P.
I will check
Let's
that.
just cover our ass. R.I.P. if you're dead. Just kidding.
Godspeed if you're not.
Godspeed if you're not, my friend. Hopefully you're making love.
Will you come on the podcast, please?
Yes.
Willis Reed?
Yes. Perhaps when he visits Indy, he's going out clubbing with Darnell.
He is 80 years old and alive.
Sweet. Think he's friends with Darnell Hillman?
Probably.
Yeah. Dr. Dunk.
Dr. Dunk. Yeah, they're murderers row that never won anything.
Ewing.
They should just get them shirts that says Jordan's bitches.
I mean, all they did the same thing that the Pacers of that era did. They made one finals.
Right.
Right?
And it was a strike-shortened season.
They
that
made a finals.
wasn't it?
We made a finals. We all made a finals.
And then Jordan won all the championships. And Kobe and Shaq.
Great. Who is that guy, Barry? This heart sign guy. He's got a Villanova hat on with a super tight Knicks jersey. Doing the heart sign. Super punchable face.
Yeah.
He probably beat me up.
His
though.
name is Xander.
You know that.
Xander Q.
Richley. Xander Jordan Richley. Spent a semester at Oxford.
And then I came home to work for Daddy's firm.
And then I killed Daddy.
And his lover.
Xander Menendez.
And his lover. I've taken his lover as my own.
Step mommy.
Mummy, come here. It's time for bed, love.
Okay.
It is Bushwood.
Oh, the Knicks, they made me proud today, Mummy.
We're so proud.
Game 7, Mummy. MSG failed them. So how annoying is it too that Brunson fractured his hand? And I guess we did note, Barry, that it was 5 minutes to go in the third, something like that.
Yeah, but he was also playing like shit. It wouldn't have made a
Right.
difference.
We'd have probably won by 30 if he'd have stayed in.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Doris
show
Burke.
me otherwise,
please.
please.
Double please on Doris. What's her deal? Like,
She's fine.
was she anti? Was she
She's more
anti-pacering?
pro-pacers.
Was she pro-pacer?
She's more pro pacer.
What about Breen? How did we feel about that?
He does a good job of
Bang.
throwing his Knicks fandom aside.
Yeah. Is that his call? Bang.
Yeah.
Is that any others? Just bang.
Bang.
That bang.
Tyrese Halliburton for 3.
Bang. Three
That's
times
his
in a row.
call.
I love it.
Sounds like a cheap ripoff of Slick to me, but whatever.
Boom, baby.
I think probably I was super happy to stick it in. What's the Ben Stiller's face?
Okay.
How you doing, Ben?
What do you have against Ben Stiller?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
why do you hate Ben Stiller?
He seemed super front and center.
Why? Oh, well, yeah. Well, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just there. Would you not go to the games and sit in the front row?
I have
course.
nipples. Can you milk me?
Right.
Fucker. Yeah, I guess I would, Barry. When you put it that way, you make me just like Ben Stiller.
He's funny.
I
It
like
makes
Ben
me laugh.
Stiller.
He
He is
doesn't
funny.
take it too seriously.
Make something noob though. Do something with Will Ferrell.
Only he came out and the whole time was going.
Is that from Dodgeball?
Yeah.
All right. What else?
Involuntary muscle spasm.
Game 7
Did you see
hijinks.
the pregame when they were of game 2 when they were interviewing Reggie calling the game,
Ben
and
Stiller
Stiller
is
came
creeping.
walking in.
Oh yes, like a little from the side eye behind him, shadowy. It's planting himself into the story. What did Reggie do any other of the games except for that one?
I don't remember him doing any other ones.
He just did the one.
'Cause
Didn't
I think a lot of
They
them
were all on ESPN.
I was gonna say ESPN did most of them, and he's a TNT guy.
Mm.
The whole next series is on ESPN too.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather it be on TNT.
Agree. I love Chuck and Kenny and
There's. I'm hearing that
That's no more.
that TNT might be gone. I wonder what'll happen to that. That's the best sports. That's the only. What do you call those kind of
Halftime
studio show?
Yeah.
That's the only studio show I watch.
yeah, it's the best studio
I
show
love
there
it.
is.
Yeah, it's. I actually like it. Like I'll just sit there and watch it. It's one of the few things that will actually hold my attention.
I almost like them better than a lot of the games I watch.
That's true.
Yeah.
For real. Because they just sit there and talk like they're not. They actually say some stuff that's unique and not just hot air.
And then
You know?
they always busting on Charles for never winning a championship.
Yeah, I hate that for him, but he seems like he's fine with it.
He's come to peace with it, I'm sure.
I mean, he have to, I guess, right? Or he'd just be miserable.
Well, plus, I mean, that probably makes him $2.5 million a year. Just people making fun of him never winning a championship.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
It's just part of the shit.
Part of being Chuck.
So this week is crazy, man. In Indy, we've got
Pacers and the Racers,
Pacers
bud.
and
They
Racers.
are back.
It's the perfect storm. It's Friday Carb Day
So it's Tuesday.
Okay.
It's Monday pod day.
today.
Tuesday,
Game 1.
game 1.
Game 1
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
Off day.
big rest day. Big get your
Day
rest in.
Day rest.
Last week of school.
Day
Yeah,
rest.
School's
last
coming
week of
to
school.
an end, so we're just chilling on a Wednesday.
Big rest day. Get it in.
Thursday.
Game 2.
Game 2.
Deuce.
Which one do you think we get? 1 or 2?
Both.
What if we left there up 2-0, Barry?
I always love how Larry. Now, see, I'm getting ahead of myself, but Larry, when he was coaching the Pacers, we'd win a game 1 on the road, and he'd say, "We're not here to just get 1. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go get 2."
Yeah. Did we ever?
No.
I don't think so either.
But it's the mindset.
We did get a lot of game 1s in that era. I want game 1.
I love it.
Okay, so we get game 1 Tuesday.
And then just see what happens.
see what happens
in
Thursday.
game 2.
Yeah.
So,
Game
and then-
2's gravy.
And then Friday is Carb Day at the track, of which I believe I'm going to participate in and go to the it's a concert, right? Is it a musical concert?
A musical production.
It is a musical concert.
I'm going
as
to a
well
musical-
as racing and pit stop
With who?
challenges
Your
if
wife?
You're so inclined.
with Barry.
I need video of that.
Right.
Bovey's going to be there.
And
You should come out.
Jim Beauvoir.
Beauvoir, yeah. Jameson, you should take the day off.
Call in sick for Carb Day.
Yeah, man.
It's supposed to be thunderstorms all day.
Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on
You
that.
just Saturday Night Live Debbie Downered us.
I did.
Well, have fun, guys. Thunderstorms all day.
Take your fucking rain jacket for your musical production.
I will. And then Friday's Carb Day. Saturday is first home game, right? Game 3.
Correct.
Is that at 8:30?
I don't know.
I think it is 8:30. And then Sunday is the race. And then Monday, game 4. What a freaking week, man.
I'm scared.
I know. What?
At least it's Memorial Day weekend.
Tell me about I haven't been to Carb Day in so long. Tell me Tell me how Carb Day works. Give me the lay of the land.
The lay of the land?
Yeah.
I mean, Carb Day is just like the pit stop competition, so you can go watch that if you want, But that's going on in the middle of the concert-ish.
Oh, is it?
You can hang around the pagoda and just, chill. People watch. You can go over, listen to the music.
Are we bringing chairs in?
I believe so, yes.
So it's a festival type situation where you just lug
Yes.
some chairs in, maybe a couple drinks.
Couple,
Yeah.
Dust your
Or-
crawfish.
8 or 10.
Where's the show at? Is it in the infield?
It's around back, like tucked away in turn 4.
Okay.
So you're standing on the outside of the infield with your back facing turn 4 and looking at the stage.
Who's the musical guests?
George Thorogood and the Destroyers
I'm gonna look it up here.
One
Carb.
bourbon,
and
one scotch, and one beer.
and then the Gin Blossoms, but
What, you don't love the Gin Blossoms? So how old is George Thorogood?
70,
Is he really?
65 maybe? Maybe not 70.
The picture they got on here makes him look like he's 35. But then it says George Thorogood and the Destroyers, who have been rocking together for more than 5 decades. I'm like, okay, so there's some math issues going on here with his face. He's a guitar hero though, no?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
74.
He's a pretty legendary blues guitar player.
What's
74.
that's how old he is?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's like Grandpa Dan out there just hammering
Shredding.
guitars.
Taking some Aleve and some Motrin before he goes on.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Grandpa's a couple years younger than that even.
Yeah. Papa. All right. So busy week in Indy. It's going to be amazing.
I'm
Look-
scared.
Yeah, I hope we don't get I'm not even going to say it.
Shut your mouth.
What? You didn't even know what I
Yeah.
was going to say.
I know what you were going to say. I can
Who's
tell by
the-
your stupid face.
who's
I'm
the-
not saying it either.
Who's on the poll?
McLaughlin.
That's right.
McLaughlin.
What's his first name?
Scott.
I'm going to bet on him.
Good
Okay.
job. Good job.
Okay.
Bet on the poll sitter.
Hey, he's a McLaughlin. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
His
Not-
odds have certainly changed since you printed those.
He's plus
Penske's got
950.
all 3.
No
on
way.
the
He's
front
plus
row.
950 at the pool.
Not right now. This was last week's, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Penske has what?
All 3 first row spots. I mean, they can conceivably just control this whole entire race and trade
We
the
all
lead.
know it comes down to pit stops. Very.
They can trade the lead, save gas. Yeah, the fewer pit stops you take, the better. Conserve fuel, getting in the draft. Then
Accidents.
just trade. Yeah, I mean, it's
They're in the front, which helps with that first 20 laps because you know somebody's going to smoke somebody and knock 10 cars out of the race.
I mean, anything can happen going down the stretch, but
Scott McLaughlin. We got Scott McLaughlin, Will Power, and Joseph Newgarden on the first row. Row 2, Alexander Rossi, Kyle Larson, Santino Ferrucci. Santino Ferrucci! Oh!
English guy, right?
Santino Ferrucci looks like
Sponsored by Dante Divincenzo.
he looks like after the season's over, he will be
sausages.
in Ibiza on
And
like some
pizza.
yacht or something. And then, so the first couple rows are kind of chalk now, aren't they? Kind of the normal guys. Are any of those surprises?
I don't think so. I mean,
Is Scott McLaughlin a good driver?
yeah.
Yes, he runs
I
for
mean,
Penske.
And he's a pole sitter in the Indianapolis 500.
Well,
for
I
Penske.
mean, that's what I'm asking. Is that expected or is that a surprise?
He was top.
Don't treat me like I should know this.
He's like a top 3 or 4 when the odds came out.
I don't know
wasn't
any
he?
of the.
When he like in the top 5 when the odds came out?
Good question. He was 6th. So yeah, I guess it is a little bit of a Palou. Where did Palou end up?
Baloo,
because he was the favorite pre-qualifying here. I don't even see. Oh, he's in the 5th row, 14th. Little Chip Ganassi action.
Ganassi's been slow this month.
Ray Hall Letterman. That's funny. Arrow McLaren. How many cars does McLaren have?
A couple. Elio's McLaren, I believe.
Kyle Larson's McLaren. Pato's McLaren. Mexican guys we have discovered, apparently. Pato Award. Where's he at? There he is. All right. He looks like an Irish Mexican.
That's a dangerous combo.
I know.
Good Irishman.
Aye.
Hey there.
Aye.
Pato.
All right. So, anyway, Pacers and Racers, full throttle. What do you
Rev it up.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to survive this, Barry?
I guess I have no choice. I'm just going to take it easy. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Start ramping it up.
Right.
Friday.
Just,
Just slow roll it.
no matter what happens, it's way ahead of schedule for the Pacers here. I mean, this is the definition of house money right now.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to come out and not get smoked.
Yeah,
not get destroyed.
Yeah, this is. We never should have made it this far, right? I mean,
We're
the very
way ahead of
beginning of the
schedule.
year before Halliburton got hurt, weren't we one of the top 2 or 3 seeds in the East?
yeah, and we did make it to the finals of the play-in
Right.
tournament. Yeah.
Like I would
Tournament team.
argue that people are overlooking us because of the mid-season slump we had. Like at one point we were in the top 2 or 3 in the East.
Well, and then all year we just played to the level of our competition.
Yeah.
So the record was never gaudy because we lose
Our
to
record,
shitty-ass
though,
teams.
but
there ain't no shitty-ass teams in the playoffs,
Right.
so it's all good.
because our record against the top half of the NBA was top 2 or 3, if I remember, in the league. We just sucked against bad teams, like which is stupid. Fuck, Charlotte Hornets, Bulls, come on.
Yeah. All right.
Twice to the Wizards.
So
Twice to the Trailblazers.
what do we think is going to happen in this series? Honestly, like, give me your honest.
Celtics in 6, honestly,
Yeah.
but I'm not, the guy that's Celtics are minus 1,400. Fuck that. I'm not putting a dime on that. If I'm a betting man, I'm taking the value with the Pacers.
Hell yeah. What's that? That number's
But
what?
it's
Plus
only
600? Did you say, James?
750.
Plus 600 what I saw today.
Yeah. Well, I'm putting a unit on that. House money. Because after the Knicks win, that's what I'm actually playing with is house money. I'll put a little bit of that house money back on or maybe take a plus 2.5 handicapped line or something. All right. What about Jameson? What do you think? How do you think it ends up?
Realistically,
Yeah.
I mean, my heart wants to say Pacers in 7,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it depends on if Porzingas comes back.
Pacers win Game 7, and what's that place called? TD Garden.
TD Waterhouse Garden, I don't know. So many stupid ass names anymore.
The Ameritrade Garden.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Pacers in 7.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Pacers in 6.
For sure.
I'm the only national guy picking the Pacers.
It's a big shocker here. There's alarm bells going off right now. Oh my
I know.
God, you're not going to just believe what Dan Mclaughlin did.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pick the Pacers in 7. I'm going with Jameson. I believe if we do win this series, we win all our home games, we stay undefeated at home, and we steal Game 7. Just kind of like a mirror image of this New York series. Same thing.
Not really. This is a much different animal that we're about to deal with here.
Actually, here's what I think will happen.
We're going to be winning games on a hope and a prayer. So
We win Game 1, we lose Game 2. We lose Game 3, we win Game 4. We lose Game 5, we win Game 6, we win Game 7. That is how it exactly is going to play out. Mark it.
So just in every other type situation until we win 2 in a row at the end.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, we're gonna win one in Boston, but they're gonna take one from us here. It's gonna be painful.
We're gonna have to deal with it.
It's gonna be painful. So just I'm telling you now. I just inceptioned your ass. Prepare for it. Be ready. Be emotionally ready.
So you're going to give me nightmares tonight.
For that home L.
We haven't lost at home in 2 months.
Yes.
So
So we're awesome.
if we get one in Boston,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's very conceivable.
And then we just don't lose at home. We win the series.
Exactly. It's that easy.
I love that. I didn't even think of it that way, Jameson.
Yeah, you're welcome. So it should be technically Pacers in 6.
You revising?
I'm revising. Let's go.
I'm going 7. I want to steal Game 7 again in the TD Ameritrade Garden Bank One American Center. So, what else? You guys are very quiet today.
Are
I'm
we?
just nervous.
Yeah.
Just nervous.
You got bubble guts already?
Yeah, duh.
I'm not as nervous about this next series as I
We're
was. The
less
next
than 24 hours away now.
one. I know. It's so wonderful. It's an 8:30 tip.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks. Because that home game we had where the 8:30 tip. Boy, I'm an old man now. Like getting to bed at midnight. Whew.
Got to go to the race the next day this weekend. Oh hell no, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna be all.
I'm gonna have to be good.
You're going to have to take next week off, the whole damn week to recover.
That's what I told him. Get some PTO rolling. They keep me rolling. They're hating.
Controlling. Trying to catch me riding
That's it.
dirty.
Gonna catch me riding dirty.
That's it.
Gonna catch me riding
That's a good song for
dirty.
you to read the lyrics. They
What?
see me rolling.
Hold on. I'll
They
find-
hating.
What is the name of that song?
Riding dirty.
Oh, that's Nelly, right? Riding dirty lyrics. Let's see here. They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling, and trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty 4 times. My music's so loud, I'm swanging.
with an A.
Swanging.
Swanging.
No G on the end, just
Of
swanging.
course, right, that's understood, Dan. Please.
They hoping that they gun.
God.
They hoping that they gun catch me riding dirty.
G-U-N? Or gonna?
Gone. It's G-O-N apostrophe. And riding with the apostrophe, G as we discussed. And then 4 more trying to catch me riding dirties. And then grinding. Oh, wait.
Turn down for what?
To see if they can see me lean. I'm tent. So it ain't easy to be seen. When you see me ride by, they can see me gleam. And my shine on the deck of the TV screen. And I'm riding with a new chick. She's like, hold up.
You should read this to Rory for
Yes,
this Christmas.
bedtime story.
Like,
Next to the
instead of
PlayStation
'twas the night
controller.
before Christmas, just read this to him.
Oh, this is bad parenting right here. Next to the PlayStation controller is a full clip and my pistola. Turn a jacker into a coma. He's capping people, apparently.
The Jackers, though,
Yeah.
they deserve it.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a long song.
Self-defense.
I'll stop there. But damn, this is like some paragraph shit going on here.
Real songwriting.
Keep a gun in a car and a blunt to spark. Roll it up if you want and get it popping, dog. Ready or not, we bust
Is
shots
that 2
off in the
Gs
air.
on dog?
Crazy Bone and Charlemagne.
D-A-W-G.
And then you know the catch,
Dog.
the hook. They see me rolling, they hating,
I'm gonna catch me riding dirty.
patrolling, trying to catch me riding dirty.
We're gonna next week. We're doing some juvenile.
Okay, you pick the song.
I will. It's called "Back That Ass Up."
Use a big, fine woman. Won't you back that ass up?
I remember that.
Girl,
song.
you look good.
I remember that.
Won't
song.
you back that ass up?
Por favor. Okay, so that was sponsored by no one.
Rush on Maine.
Rush on Maine.
Who's
Yep.
our other sponsors? We've forgotten about them.
Yeah,
That's why we're not getting paid.
that's why we're not
The
good at
fuck. We had other sponsors.
it. Right.
I don't even remember them.
I think it was a lot of like a youth sports clubs.
For sure.
Was there Perfect North Slopes or something we were sponsoring for?
We should.
Yeah.
Who was it? You guys I was talking about with, or did we say on the pod the last? We were talking some SCSA stuff on the pod, right? Yeah.
Correct.
And we were talking about naming names and whatever. We're not going to do that, name names, unless Jameson wants to.
No.
Expose.
No.
Okay.
This pod was supposed to be the expose.
But that got me thinking, speaking of riding dirty, Like I recognize a good hustle still, from my earlier days. And
Respect a good hustle still.
yeah, like if I was a crime boss, I would absolutely plant someone in these bigger youth sports organizations.
Sure.
I'd have a plan in all of them, skimming money off that shit. You know what I mean? Like if it wasn't a VIG, just like doing it without them knowing it, or both.
I always have great ideas for crime.
Criminal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like tell Teresa that. She's like, "What the fuck is wrong
Yeah,
with you, dude?"
Kelly
I'm like, "I'm
knows.
sorry,
Yeah.
that's just how my brain works."
Me
I
too.
mean,
Thank you.
I'm not
I'm glad
gonna
you
do
like
it.
that.
I'm not gonna.
But
do
I know
it,
what
but,
I'd do.
Right. Yes.
But look at that. That would be so fucking easy.
Yes.
I mean,
yes. Yes.
maybe
100%.
I will do it
Until you went to
someday.
prison.
But it wouldn't be.
Be-
It would not be
wouldn't
a
be a prisonable
Yeah,
offense.
it would not be a prison. I would do it mostly just to show that I can.
In
do
this
it.
scenario,
Let me explain something to you. You don't have $1 million lawyer. You're going to prison, Barry.
Oh no! I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. To me, I'm not gonna embezzle from you. Sports. I mean, I don't.
Danny's
think,
stealing from the kids.
Yeah, I respect what Danny's saying. I just don't think it's a sound.
No, stealing
criminal
stealing
business
from their
plan.
parents. Now, in this scenario too, I'm not the one in the concession stand taking every other $5 bill. I'm like 7 layers away from that.
Right.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
on the beach.
Right.
In
my
Cancun.
my lieutenants are running their
Jalen Brunson
lieutenants
and
who are
Josh
running their
Hart.
lieutenants who are at the CG.
Yeah.
you know.
Hey, Jalen, you go to this resort too after you lose in Game 7?
Mhm. We'd have because also we'd have some kettle corn and some shaved ice and shit. set up.
Sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Sweatshirt,
Just
T-shirt.
really great.
The sweatshirt they get from the sweatshirt maker for $15 a sweatshirt
Yeah.
that they sell for $120.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There'd be some killer money laundering businesses
I'm
right
sure
there.
some of them do.
Yeah. So anyway, that crime boss moment was brought to you by
The
South
Sopranos.
Central Soccer Academy.
Topo Chico, lime with mint flavored sparkling water.
Does Topo Chico have an alcoholic version?
They do.
They do. Of course they do. Of course they do. Doris Burke. Do we have anything else to say about Doris, or are we?
What?
I don't know why Doris was in
One of
the
you guys
notes.
was really mad at her during the series.
Wasn't me.
Which one of you was it?
I think it was Bovey said something
Was it
about it, but I
Bovey?
think you probably misread it.
Okay. Okay.
Like what he was saying exactly. But
Okay. Well, other than that, what do we need to do? Anything else, or have we covered the next day emergency pod, Game 7 victory pod, rolling into Boston? Thoughts?
I personally don't have anything else. Again, too nervous to think of too much at this point, even though it is gravy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take that gravy, sop it up with a biscuit, right into the finals.
Oh yeah.
God.
What's well? Let's
dare to dream, Jamie.
I do.
Dare to dream.
I do dare to dream, Barry Allen.
As we're recording this, we're actually watching the Fever play, and Caitlin, 11 minutes,
Sponsored by Corn Pops.
8 points. Yeah, corn pops.
She left in the second quarter. I thought she was going to be out for a couple weeks.
Why? She get
She
hit?
rolled her ankle
Oh.
real good.
Hmm.
I think this is it right here.
And she's back.
Oh.
Oh! That's like a weird front. Like it's a hyperextension more than a roll. Ouch.
It's a painful thing.
It
Whatever
is.
that was, it looked like
It
it
did.
hurt real
And
bad.
they're actually winning by a point right now. So fingers crossed. We haven't had a win yet, have we?
No, 0-3.
Up.
Great pass.
Turnover. Yeah, Aaliyah Boston needs to start playing like a number 1 pick. Please.
Agree.
Come on,
I didn't
Aaliyah.
realize how big she is.
That's a good D. What else? We need to have the Dave Thornell's Hockey Minute. I think we've had some. Are we down to? They're kind of mirroring the
Did the
NBA,
Rangers?
right?
Did the Rangers?
Hold on, let me
Rangers
look.
won. That dude scored a hat trick in the fourth period to win.
Well, good for them. At least they have that.
Good for you. So the
I
did the
mean-
Oilers win? Or no, that's tonight.
Game 7.
Game 7, Oilers Canucks. I think I might actually watch that. So that will. I don't know where that playoff bracket. Let's see. Let's see. Dallas advances. The Dallas Stars are waiting to see who wins this Canucks Oilers game, and this it'll be the Stars and whoever wins that game, and then the Panthers and the Rangers. Panthers and the Rangers are the 2 number 1 seeds on that side. That'll be a good series, and then the Canucks are the 1 seed. The Stars. So if the Canucks win, it'll be all 4 1 seeds making it to the Final Four in the hockey tournament. Yay!
How do we have? That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. How
What?
do you have a Western Conference and an Eastern Conference, and then 2 number 1 seeds in each conference?
It's seedings, so each side is seeded 1 through 4. It looks like.
There's 16 teams that
Correct.
make the playoffs.
16 teams,
There's
4
four
1
one
through
seeds?
4s. Yeah, it looks like, yeah.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Thanks, hockey, for being weird.
I don't understand your point system either. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
God,
thanks, hockey.
Oh my God.
That's the most Canadian
What the fuck
shit
is
I've
a
ever.
2-line pass, eh?
Canadian scoring / seeding system I've ever seen.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. You ruined my iPod.
How are you now? Who the hell put 2 number 1 seeds in there, Derry?
How are we doing on time?
Just under an hour.
Okay, that'd be good. Unless you guys want to talk some more hockey.
Freaking Canucks.
Any soccer news you want to pass along? I know, man.
I would like to say thank you to Jurgen Klopp. Yesterday was his final game.
Was it?
As the Liverpool coach after 9 years.
Is that like final? No other tournaments. No other.
Done.
That's
Season's
it.
over.
That was the last game.
For the EPL season is over. The only thing that's left is the FA Cup and the Champions League final.
Will he coach those?
No, we're out. We're not in either one of them.
So yeah,
He's done.
done.
They announced their new coach today.
Blurgen.
Who is the new coach?
Arne Slot.
What's
Arne
his
Slot.
story?
A Dutch guy, yeah. Foot and shoes, maybe. He versed to the game.
What's
How's
his?
Crystal Palace doing?
Crystal Palace finished mid-table.
So they're in the
They're back in the
top
EPL
20.
next year.
Yeah.
Let's get you on it for real next year. We'll get you a Chris Richards jersey. He's an American that plays for Crystal Palace. But now I'm gearing up. USA will be in the Copa America that is being played in the USA.
Kind of a warm-up tournament for the World Cup.
It's the
For
South
the
American
Olympics.
tournament is being played here in America, and we're in it. So
Does
Argentina,
anybody care
Brazil,
about the Olympic soccer?
No, not really.
I care about it.
The Olympic soccer is all under 21s, except you can put 2 or 3 non-under 21 players on your roster.
Cool.
Who will we use? Do we know yet?
Did we? I think we made it.
Yeah, we made the Olympics.
I don't know who
We didn't make it
used.
last time.
I know Mbappe is wanting to play for France though because it's in Paris. So
That'd be unfair.
What is it, Dan?
yeah, Mbappe's a mother, dude.
That's
He,
within the rules.
no,
I don't know
I'm saying that as
if
like
they
a-
have announced it yet, but
I hope he does.
He
do that.
left PSG
Yeah.
and it
Where's he
I mean,
going?
Real Madrid.
For sure. It's been announced. Or
Pretty sure. And so he'll be there next year, and odds are probably in 1 or 2 more years, Holland will be there.
where at Real?
Yeah, so
Well-
they'll have a front line of
Why?
Vinicius
Why would Holland want to go to Real?
because it's Real Madrid.
Is that better than Man City? Seems like Man City's winning.
Man City's out of the Champions League. They got beat by
Who's left? in the
Real
Champions
Madrid.
League? Real and who? One other team, right?
Real and Borussia Dortmund
Will play for the championship. When's that? Next week?
coming up. Yeah.
Has Dortmund ever won a Champions League?
Mm-mm.
Huh.
They played in the final. Klopp took them to the final.
They've been quite successful.
Yeah, they are, and it's weird because they are a pretty well known selling team. Like they will develop young kids and sell them, like
They're the
Christian Pulisic.
the big brain of the soccer world.
Yeah.
Like
Christian
brokers.
Pulisic, Dortmund. Erling Haaland, Dortmund.
Mm-hmm.
Like they sell their best players and they still churn out.
Reyna's a Dortmund guy
Yep.
too, right?
Gio Reyna, Dortmund. Yeah, it's crazy. But man, Real Madrid shouldn't have made it. They were down 1, like 7 minutes to go against Bayern. Scored 2 ridiculous goals in like a 2-minute span to go through.
Which league and which team? One of the big leagues. Somebody finished undefeated. No. I thought was it the German league?
Leverkusen. I don't know if they finished undefeated. But
Pretty
they
sure
were
did.
undefeated for a long time.
I think they finished the whole season undefeated,
I will let you know.
which would be quite an accomplishment in any of those divisions.
28 wins, 6 draws.
No losses. Obviously,
0
they
losses.
won the league, right?
Going away.
Yeah. But, yeah. Okay.
Wow, Bayern didn't even finish second. Stuttgart, yeah. Dortmund didn't even make the Champions League next year.
For next year?
They'd have to win it to get in.
Oh, really? If they beat Man City, they'll automatically get a berth?
Oh, wait.
What?
Because of the way the Germans performed this year in Europe, they get a 5th Champions League spot, so they didn't make it.
Oh, wow. Is that
They have
shenanigans, or is that
No, they have a coefficient, like the way your country
coefficient?
Your country performs in Champions League, Europa League.
Is there a
and-
hyphen, or is that just one word?
That is one word, coefficient.
Does it make you think of...
Can you use it in a sentence? And
The
where's the root of coefficient?
the coefficient factor multiplied by 10.
Boom.
I would have just been real smart-assy and been like, the Germans got 5 spots because of the coefficient.
I don't know.
I was trying to say that, but I couldn't remember what you said, so
All I
I
heard,
blanked there a little bit.
all I heard was German.
Germans?
The coefficients threw me off.
But yeah, I'm pretty interested to see.
Well, so Liverpool's in the Champions League next year. Really, that's all that matters, right? I mean, if you
Yeah,
don't,
if you don't win the league, right.
once all the dust settles and the leagues are almost all over, as long as you're in next year, you're good.
Financially, yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this coach does. I just read a giant article on him, and the guy that used to run Liverpool, like when Klopp first took over, a kid named Michael Edwards, and I would call him a kid because he's only really in his like mid-30s, is a very analytics-driven dude.
Mm-hmm.
And they have analytics for everything. And the guys that he recruited and brought in when he was there were like Van Dijk, Mo Salah, Gini Wijnaldum. Like they were dominant. And so like whatever his system is, he had a system, an analytics system for coaches as well that was based on record, player development, systems you play. And I guess the dude we got,
It spit out his name.
it was like what I read today. It was like no one was even close. So I'm really interested to see how this whole analytics works out. 'Cause I personally like numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan of them.
And that's your management team, is who you're saying is doing. So they picked the coach using that system.
Mm-hmm.
The coach you're
It was
bringing
one
in.
of one of
okay.
the big factors. Is
Okay.
hey,
Yeah.
here's the analytics of it.
Now, anytime, well, because Klopp is stepping down, really kind of at the top. You didn't win the Champions League this year, or
No,
the
but,
EPL,
there was a thing, and I don't know if you brought this up to me or somebody else. If Liverpool would have won 5 particular games throughout his reign, they would have had 2 more Champions League trophies and 2 other EPL titles. It's just a matter of 5 losses.
Yeah, that's just the NFL and NBA. It's the margins in these things now are so small.
Well, I mean, they lost to City a couple times.
Yeah.
Like one year they lost. City had 100 points in the league, and we had 99.
City's kind of been their nemesis now.
100%.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola and Klopp.
How many years? Is it 3 years in a row now for City?
4.
4? Champion or EPL,
EPL.
4 years in a row?
I think. Yeah, I think.
But only one Champions League, right?
Correct.
Yeah. But they finally got that monkey off their back. Now, who knows? Shit, they could go on a decade run. Probably will. Max conveniently is a City fan.
Yeah, he's a classic City fan, just bandwagon.
I don't mind that Rory might grow up being a Holland fan.
That's Holland will be gone by the time
How
Rory
dare you!
even knows what's up.
So should I just get him a Madrid jersey now and get him just
Yeah,
kind of
warm him up.
Get him proactive on that?
Raul.
Come on, Fever. This coach, I don't know, man. She's not inspiring confidence in me. What's it, Jenny? Jenny maybe could hop over and start doing some collaborative stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Mama
No.
Bear, she needs to focus on this championship we're about to win. Listen, if we somehow steal this Celtics series, man, listen.
Is Jenny coach of the year?
Do they have like assistant coach of the year kind of stuff?
I'm pretty sure they do.
I think she's top notch. She's got those crazy Bobby Portis eyes sometimes, though.
I like
Barry's just so, like, when those eyes get like that, Barry just falls into them. He's like swimming naked in her eyes. It's Such a sight to see.
Jenny.
I love you, Jenny. I asked Barry if
You and her like peas and carrots, Barry.
if I yelled, I love you, Jenny. I asked Barry if that would be inappropriate. He's like, yes, that would be inappropriate.
Negative.
on multiple levels.
Right.
Multiple levels.
Negative.
Yes.
That was a hard foul
It
right
was
there.
inappropriate.
Yeah, this has got a wee bit chippy.
That was a really hard foul. She's like, oop. Yeah, that's my bad. That was
I got her.
I got her.
I got her. My bad.
Uh-huh. So anyway, we steal this series.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we're in the finals.
Slow down.
I don't even know what I would do.
Slow down.
It's weird.
Where would I watch those games? Like, I would feel like I'd want to be in public watching that, just with a gob of people
Just
getting
on
rowdy.
a blanket somewhere with maybe some snacks.
Ale Emporium
Like a soft-sided
with a
cooler
freaking
next
large order of
They
Hermanaki.
they send out those text messages with the watch party.
Yeah, I don't want to go to one of those. I don't want to do that. I want to go.
Well, you're going to the same thing. It's just
to you. You want to go to the Jurassic Park for the
I want to go to like a
Raptors.
deep, like undercover fan, like not where like the
speakeasy for Pacers fans?
yeah.
I know
PW3.
I kind of feel the
I
vibe.
would go to
Go
the
to
Ale,
PW3.
Ale Emporium.
That's not any sneaky.
I would
that
go
place
there.
would be a
Their-
shit show.
Their freaking food is way better.
It is good, but
If anybody knows where there's a good fight club, if you could leave that in the comments, I'd be
Number
great.
one rule of Fight Club.
Right.
There are no rules.
No, I don't think that's the rule there, Psycho. I think it's you don't talk about Fight Club.
No. First rule of Fight Club is there are no rules.
Second rule
Might-
is you don't talk about Fight Club.
It might be the first. I don't know.
there's only one rule of Fight
What?
Club.
What?
There are no rules.
You don't talk about Fight Club.
Fuck that. There are no rules.
I'll do what I want.
I'll make up quotes.
Mm.
Ed
It's
Norton.
in the lexicon.
Ed Norton, great actor. Brad Pitt, also great actor.
It's Max and Ashley's 6th anniversary.
Like,
Congratulations.
wedding anniversary?
Yes.
Happy anniversary, Max and Ashley.
These guys.
Send them that picture. These guys want to wish you a happy
Yeah, I mean,
anniversary.
is that the heart guy? The heart guy, and then his friend who's like clapping very like.
so
oh my
proud of you
God, I'm
guys."
so full.
So
of,
proud of paid professional athletes that got their ass whooped.
so full of positivity right now.
Yeah.
Gosh, you Knicks just really.
we were
made,
so
you,
injured.
you enriched my life this spring, and for that I thank you, Knicks.
Let's all walk to Central Park and just kind of
Hey,
just
Hold hands.
if you get the
and-
ticket code, can you email that to me?
yeah. So here,
Text it to
let me
me.
tell you what I got a text from.
Your ticket guy?
Well, I went to our ticket guy from 2 guys ago to start getting some shit done. So I got the 2022 Jordan working for us now too. But anyway,
Is his name also Jordan?
yeah, I got. Yeah,
Where's Jason Ross at? For God's sake.
I don't know. Where
Where can you get it? When I need a Jason
Let's
Ross.
get to what you
please.
were
Come
about
on.
to say.
God.
2022 Jordan. What's he hooked you up with?
Hold on, cashew.
Let's
stir
not
fry.
reveal the code on the pod. You know, hundreds of people will steal it.
Just don't post the pod until afternoon tomorrow.
Okay.
Is
They
that
can
when that
try.
goes on sale?
See.
He said, I said, could I get the pre-sale code for this next round, please, Jordan? Thank you. This is Dan Mclaughlin, by the way. I'm still on Cloud 9 this morning, by the way.
I'm really proud of the Knicks. You should have just said that too.
I not,
And,
only,
well, no,
I
he's-
not only want something from you, but I would also like to have a small bonding moment.
Yes,
all right?
exactly.
So,
Thank
you know,
you.
I'm
Weird,
not.
dude.
Why not attach a little?
I'm not
A little
just
personal memento to
Thank
it.
you.
I'm,
Thank you.
just, I'm
I mean,
not just here.
What am I, a fucking savage?
I'm not just here for the cake. I really actually want a relationship with
Right.
you.
Thank
all right.
you. Thank
so,
you. Yes. Anyway, he said, "What a game!" 3 exclamation points.
whoa.
Yeah. This isn't a Tinder.
Uh,
Swipe right.
ECF, let's go, Pacers, all caps.
Oh,
Is that the code?
No. He said, you should have received an email from us yesterday with pre-sale information. Pre-sale starts at noon tomorrow. And I said, I'm not getting them. My email address is, I get emails from, he said, okay, I'll look into it. Being a season ticket holder, you don't need a pre-sale code. So just log in at noon.
he doesn't realize that we're asking for
for family members.
extra tickets.
So anyway,
This is like
he
pre-sale
thinks I'm
code.
just going to log in and buy them myself. But, yeah, so I don't know how to do that. Let me look and see what that opens up. Yeah, see, it loads into my account manager. So I don't know how you guys want to do that.
I just wanted I don't know if I'm even going to do it because I know it's going to be wicked pricey.
It'd probably be like $150 a ticket or something.
Yeah, that's steep, bud. Like, I'm worried that if my kids win next weekend, not this one coming up, the next weekend, I could be making one trip to Sioux Falls, South Dakota one weekend, and the next weekend going to Kansas City.
Yeah, but you only got 11 players and no goalie, so...
Yeah, and we went 3-0 and scored 12 and gave up 2. But like,
that's what you said was going to happen.
My 11 players are pretty good.
That's what you said was going to happen. But
my kid up top is a monster.
He is good.
He's a monster.
He's very good. He's got that it factor, this young buck.
Yeah, we played.
he's
Phenomenal soccer too.
So you guys text me tomorrow about 11:45 so I can start trying to see what the situation is and see if I got a pre-sale code or what the deal is. All right.
Maybe.
I mean, it's up to you. I don't care.
Forget.
I'm going.
'Cause
is
I'm, at
all
work.
I know.
I'm in the office tomorrow.
Hey, I'm going to be there.
Shit.
Game 3, Celtics, Eastern
I think the
Conference
pre-sale
Finals.
code is to buy the tickets that you already have. I don't think it's you go get able to get extra tickets.
No, you
type
can get
situation.
You can get extra.
Yeah,
You
we
already
get extras.
paid for all your tickets, bud.
Our tickets are in hand. Hey, they're like bird in hand.
Yeah.
You know
Remember that $1,000, $2,000 bill you got? You guys already paid for yours. All the way through the finals because we're going, Bucker.
Mm-hmm. We are making the finals. It. What's your thing you've been saying lately?
So let it be written.
And so it shall be.
Amen.
So let it be done.
So it shall be. The Muad'Dib Halliburton. What if Tyrese started inadvertently dressing like the kid from Dune 2?
Or like a little nostril.
Yes. I could see Miles doing that just to mess with people.
Be badass.
Uh-huh. I loved them all three last night in the press conference, all three of them on the stage together.
Made a little motorized.
Who was all three?
Sandwormed her right in on
Yes.
Who was all three?
Miles, Siakam, and Tyrese.
Siakam.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna? Jameson said we should not re-sign him.
Yeah,
He did step up the last couple games.
He was.
But
You feel like that's probably a must-sign at this point in time?
I did hear a stat that honestly really blew my mind.
What?
That he is our leading scorer and rebounder in the playoffs.
Really?
He blew up in those first two Milwaukee games.
Yeah, but then he went to sleep after that.
He's. If you don't have a guy like him, you don't win a championship. I don't care what team you are. You got to have a guy that can aggressively score in the post like he does. You know.
Agree.
He's filthy. Why does he fall every time he shoots? Is it just
That is a really great question.
Hmm,
Who's dinging, man?
that's me.
Okay, can we turn that sound off?
How dare you?
Who's texting you guys?
They know we're
it's about
friggin' podding.
it's actually about
Who's texting you, Dan?
Rory had a nice poop. That's Kelly saying that Rory had a good poop at the house.
Oh, that's
Oh.
a great. Thanks for that, Grandpa.
Break it.
We had double babies. We were watching the babies when I came over. It's because it's as aforementioned Max's anniversary. They're at Bodie Thai restaurant.
Bodie.
That sounds good.
Those were the earlier text was Max asking what I wanted to carry out. And I went with the cashew stir fry medium.
Medium.
Good medium heat.
Kick it up. 2 notches.
Not at a Thai place, brother.
Not Thai hot, but
Yeah, you don't want to play around with getting too cute at a Thai place.
not Thai
Yeah,
hot.
dude, that doesn't.
Not Thai hot, but
there's
the one below it.
There was a Thai
Hot.
place up by
Thai
my-
hot, no. Hot,
There's a
yes.
86 and Ditch. It's not
Medium,
there
please.
anymore. It was so good, called Swazdi. This
Mhm.
episode is sponsored by Swazdi. It's not open anymore.
Mm.
But my buddy would always, English guy, would always get the Thai hot in the soup. And the last 2 times we went there, his nose would bleed.
Are you kidding?
I'm like, bro, you might want to
Nosebleed?
step off the Thai hot. Every time we come here, your nose is bleeding at this point. He's like,
That's
oh, it's
amazing.
so good. Like you could, because he always gets this Thai soup, and you could see.
His nose was bleeding.
Yeah, twice. It wasn't because it wasn't a fluke. Because one time your nose bleeds. Okay, maybe.
Did he have a lot of energy like at different times of the day?
No, I didn't see him too much after that.
Huh.
Throughout the day, and it's been years. This is pre-COVID.
Did he
Is that
play?
Corey?
No, Richard Bryant. Jeez,
Oh, we
man.
are naming names.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, he didn't get a Thai hot nosebleed. That's a legit. Like, you're pretty badass if you get a Thai hot nosebleed and you still power through the soup.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're powering the
How
soup
could
with
you not?
props, brother.
toilet
could you
paper in your
not?
nose. Yeah.
One of these days I'll try
You
Thai
could
hot,
see
but I
like
don't think it's for
the
me.
like heat, like floating in the soup, like the oil from the whatever made. I was like, damn, dude, I would never in my life.
When the heat's floating on top of the soup, you know that you're in for some.
because at Swazity the medium was legit. Thai, and he would
I
just go
my
right
place
past the hot to Thai hot.
is what's the Thai place?
Thai
on-
spice.
Yeah, Thai spice.
Ooh, I love Thai spice.
Thai spice hot. That's where it's at.
Is that the
medium.
hottest, or you that?
No, the Thai, not Thai
Just
hot.
hot.
Just hot.
Just hot.
Just hot.
3/4.
Huh. You guys are speaking.
Is there
of,
mild, medium, hot, and Thai hot? Are those the 4 levels?
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure.
Dad's texting. What's Dad saying?
Fish.
I think a fish he caught. Let's see what he's got here.
Couple bass, couple crappie.
Okay. That away, old man.
Are we gonna have a fish off this weekend?
Yeah.
Or are you going to the race?
I'm going to the race, I think.
Oh, you're out then. Oh, fish off. With Grandpa.
The old fish off.
I haven't got the tickets yet officially, but if I get the tickets, I'm going to the race. If I don't get the tickets, I'm
Enjoy
not.
the race.
Thank you. I haven't been in a long time. Kind of want to check it out.
Doesn't tickle my fancy.
Yeah.
It's all about the spectacle. I mean, I'm all about get there, people watch, drink some beers.
Kelly might
some ass.
actually go with me to this race.
It's an experience. It's
Yeah.
a spectacle. Watch the first 15 or
Teresa
20
go?
laps and then spend a lot of time down, under the grandstands, just chilling, eating some food,
Yeah, man.
drinking some of this, smoking
Okay.
some of that.
Okay.
Then come back up. Hope you don't miss a wreck. Come back up for a few laps. You got the one car that's just laboring.
Last lap.
That's so true.
Yes, Teresa goes.
Okay. Alrighty. Race
It's a lot
day.
of effort.
It is a lot of effort.
It is, yeah. But
It's effort well spent.
I figure
Plus, it's good exercise.
I
for
live
you.
in Indiana. I thought I'm gonna check a race out because I think we just take it for granted too. You know, some people it's like
I don't.
bucket list.
I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, I do. I remember enjoying it, but it's a lot easier. I don't drink, so it's a lot easier to enjoy if you drink.
Yes, I would agree.
But I'll give it a shot.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, right?
Man City, Man United, great. What's that? The FA Cup? Did they made it to the FA Cup finals?
Correct.
That's kind of cool. What's this?
It's an underwear commercial, and I love it.
Are those all WNBA players?
Uh-huh.
They're smoking.
Yeah. Ooh, I like her.
Yeah, Kelsey Plum. That was
I
Darren.
like her,
Darren
too.
Waller.
That's
Her and
Euro.
Darren Waller just got
WNBA
Divorced.
Euro.
The blonde-haired girl looks like super
Super Euro.
Soup.
Serbian.
Swedish.
what am I trying to say? Like
Viking. Elin Nordegren.
yeah, like European royalty that's been highly like decided who's going to breed with who. Like like some real
Some
select.
arranged marriages going.
Yeah, some
some
real
primo-
select breeding.
Some primo note.
You've watched, speaking of arranged marriages, you've watched Indian Matchmaker, have we?
I love that.
God, it's the best.
Are you just starting to watch
No, I watched the whole damn thing. I
that?
love it.
Have you seen the Jewish one?
No, but I need to watch it.
Oh, it's better.
Is it really?
It's
I'm gonna watch it.
I love the Jewish one so much. You're gonna
Oy
love
vey.
it because
Oy vey.
it's. I just learned so much about the culture. Yeah, it's really good. You'll like it. If you like the Indian one, I thought the
love the
Jewish
Indian
one was
one.
twice as good.
So many smoking hot Indian girls in that.
They really are. I think Indian girls are pretty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like girls.
What are
all
we
of them.
teenagers?
Basically.
Boobs.
Can we talk about boobs, please?
Boobs.
I mean,
No,
if
we're
just
not gonna
if
do that.
If we're going down, let's just
We're
talk
not gonna
about
do that.
boobs. Let's talk about nipples. Come on.
Nope.
Let's
Well,
do
nope, we've already had
Let's
that.
do it.
We're done.
Are we done?
Yeah.
We are.
We're an hour and 15 in.
Jamie got
Emergency
real
pod.
nervous when we started talking about
I don't want to get
boobs.
into the, you guys. No.
Nips.
No. No.
What does Brad Schaefer ever text you? Nips on Broadway.
No.
He does me. That's
No.
like random.
That's
Nip.
good for you too.
But I mean, that's Brad Schaefer.
I love Brad Schaefer.
Nips.
All I ever get is
This-
Nips on. I get
wanna
a
make a
lot of.
trade?
I get a lot
She
of
taking a
nips on
phone
parade.
call in the middle of a game?
Nips on parade.
Is she talking to the announcers or something?
She may be.
This shit's got to stop too. They were doing this on the golf course at the major. They were putting an earbud in while he was walking, and the announcers were talking to him while they were walking.
No.
Does this not?
The whole coaching interviews at the end of quarters and stuff. It's got to stop.
Why?
It's horrible. It's not.
I hate it.
There's nothing.
I love what Popovich does. He's just a total dick.
I think he quit doing that. Kinda.
He shouldn't.
Didn't he?
He shouldn't if he doesn't, because it's annoying.
I mean,
like,
Popovich also is the stupid motherfucker that grabbed the microphone when people were booing Kawhi Leonard and said,
we don't do that
"You
here."
can't boo Kawhi." Shut the fuck up, Popovich. I'll do what the fuck
would've
I
booed
want to
him.
do, dude. He did get
Boo
booed. and he
this
should've.
man.
Carlisle yesterday at the end of the first quarter after we had shot like 78%, she's like, what do you need? He said, well, I think he said something like, we really could have got after a few more loose balls.
We missed some bunnies, too, some layups.
Right. We did miss some layups. Like Miles missed a dunk.
And so did Tyrese, a little
Yeah.
bunny putback.
Brick killed a guy with a trident.
How good would it be to be able to dunk? Just freaking dunk. Dunk.
I was at Sam's AAU this weekend in Noblesville, and there was
Big kids playing.
ninth grader, 5'6" or 7,
Yeah.
could put it down with ease.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Oh my God, the hops on this kid. Maybe 5'8".
Barry.
I ain't joking, guy.
Play is gonna play.
Freshman, sophomore, something. I mean, he was
Basketball
15.
tournaments, man, they're scandalous.
Oh yeah, that's all scandal going on there.
Man,
That's
it's
some
so
bullshit.
expensive to get in, and then so loud in those places. The
Oh.
whistles, the constant whistles, the horn from the
I hate it too. I hate that
hate-
environment.
Oh,
Yeah, soccer is a much more I don't. It's just more relaxed.
Seguin.
Well, it's on a
Sanguine.
bigger
Did I use that
outdoors.
right?
It's not as loud.
Sanguine.
sanguine. That's a good word, Barry. Thank you.
Well done.
I got an
What
app.
show was I watching where, it was Modern Family. Claire kept trying to use sanguine. She couldn't figure it out.
What's it
I
mean?
just cracked the code, bitch.
Soccer's very sanguine.
My word of the day is plausible.
That's the word of a day.
Well, welcome to 10th grade.
Right.
Well, I don't pick it. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Sadie
was
has
your
her-
word yesterday?
You're making fun of me.
That's not even 10th grade. That's
Clearly,
I'm pretty
clearly
sure,
your app is injured. So.
Liam and Lily probably had that in 5th grade. It's very plausible they did.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they're, I don't know that everyone knows what the word
What
plausible
was the word of the day yesterday?
Yeah. Let's get into that.
When-
Plausible.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Sadie has her
it's a
vocabulary test.
Good thing that you have
It
this
just like,
app.
well, it'll be, I think it's like 2 or 3 words a day.
Mm.
It'll every so now and I'll look down, it'll be a different word. But right now it's plausible. I'm sorry that it's not hard enough for you guys.
Hey guys.
Like some-
my word of the day is plausible.
Can you believe that his word of the day was plausible? What an idiot.
Word of the day, wood.
Right. Well, what are the word of the day? Candle. Please.
I prefer the basketball gym personally. I mean, I love that shit. I love the chaos,
Do
the
ya?
borderline chaos just about to set off. It's great.
Yeah. I mean, it's plausible that it could be better, but I'm not so sure that it is.
It's just it's a matter of opinion
Yes.
of
Yes. But those
Like
youth
this.
tournaments when everybody's packed in there,
Ugh.
it is rough.
In the winter time when like everybody's in their winter gear, all
Yes.
puffy and like, it's miserable. Miserable.
Yeah. The whistles, the horns.
The horns and the whistles is what gets me. Do you go to the Pacer Center and like where were you? Because there's like 6 places they play AAU basketball.
oh,
around
it's all
here.
over the place.
Ugh.
I mean, we played at Triton Central, Franklin.
Oh, I've been to. I do like Triton Central's gym.
It's a cool little.
It's nice.
This was
Ooh,
just
Caitlin just hit
Noblesville
a
West
30.
middle school.
All right. How did Sammy play in the last one?
Fine,
Good.
average.
Yeah. I love the look on his eyes.
Is it
when he
plausible
starts
that
talking
he
about
makes
basketball.
the JV team next year?
It's plausible.
Is it?
It's
Excellent.
not certainty. It's not
It's not a guarantee.
a guaranteed.
Let's think of a better word
Guaranteed
than that.
fucking ticket.
It's not a.
What's your word of the day for this?
I don't know. It's not a
Certainty.
certainty. That's good. That's better than what we did use.
No, that's what I used to begin with.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, then it sucks.
Agreed.
Yeah, this kid. Look at that. Deep! Caitlin can shoot.
All right. Well, it's been a great Monday night.
It is not inevitable.
But it is plausible.
Don't try to make inevitable a hard word. I love your tail down there. It's so fluffy and.
I hang up on you too, basically, at this point.
What?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Go Pacers.
Jameson's tired.
Game 1.
Farther up.
Pacers in 7.
6.